Today we investigate putting different hand sanitizers on the market to the test. Dr. Roshini Raj, author of What the Yuck, is here to help. First, we wanted to see if the latest sanitizer trend, which are UV lights, are as effective as sanitizers. So the answer, do they work, these UV light sanitizers?
So the UV lights do work well for hard surfaces, okay? So this is not something you're gonna put your kids' hands in at the dinner table. No, it's not for your skin. But yes, for hard surfaces where germs can last for several days even.
Like this, I feel like a germ now.
I know, exactly. We're under those blue lights. They can be effective. In fact, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you, like most of us, carry your phone with you? Is it in your
Always.
pocket right now?
Yeah.
Can I take a look if you don't
Of course you
mind? Okay.
You're in there, by the way.
All right. Well, little surprise for you. We actually tested your phone this morning to see how germy it was. And
Before you, don't gloat back there.
Don't
your
judge,
phone's, yeah, they're as dirty as mine, I'm sure.
Most of our phones are not a pretty picture. And we actually found that your phone had 7,081 germ count. That's a lot. It's a lot of germs. We then,
Are you sure it was mine?
It was yours, Dr. Oz. No offense, but you have a pretty germy phone. But I will say that we then put it under the UV light that we're just talking about, and we did get a significant reduction. It went down to the 5,000 level. It was actually 5,082. So not bad. We got a reduction. I mean, there's still some germs there, but we may have saved your family from a...
Thank you, Dr. Raj.
There you go.
Made my holidays a healthy one.
I hope so. I hope so.
All right,
Here
so
you go.
the UV lights are one option, but
Yes.
the real one that everyone focuses on are these liquid sanitizers.
That's right.
So how does it supposed to work? I'm just trying to make sure that we got the right thing that we're using.
Okay, well, the most important ingredient really is the alcohol in these liquid sanitizers. And you want at least 60% because the alcohol is going to coat the germs that you're being exposed to and actually destroy them. It's going to coat the outer surface, and then they basically burst open. They're destroyed, spilling their guts and bad things everywhere, so they're not able to actually make you sick.
So just to be clear, so if these balloons are germs.
That's right.
Right? And I take hand sanitizer.
Right.
Right? It's just, you put it on your hands like this, and they start to coat these germs.
Right.
It's basically going in and going, whoa.
That's it.
Whoa. And relieving this, again, these are all viral particles. All these germs, once they're crushed and died, the guts of them can't do any harm
They're
to you.
deactivated. They can no longer cause you any harm.
I like that.
Yeah, it works.
You should do it more often. All right, so I was actually curious, because I know the hand sanitizers work. I wanted to see how much more effective the liquid hand sanitizers were than washing your hands.
That's
So we
the
set up-
age-old debate, yes.
We got a live experiment going on over here. Cherie volunteered to be our test subject. She considers herself a bona fide sanitizer addict. Am I correctly judging you as being into sanitizers?
I'm obsessed with hand sanitizer. The reason is because I take the train every day, so I'm touching the poles and things like that, so I have to have hand sanitizer with me always.
So as a favor, we asked you not to use any hand sanitizers for a whole day, right? The experiment started yesterday. How has the last 24 hours been for
It
you?
was very difficult because I'm such a germ-phobic that I have to have.
Well, they don't look terribly dirty.
Okay.
But you really can't tell. Because we used a germ counter. That's how you really do it. A germ counter just before the segment to judge how many germs were on your hands. Are you curious about the answer?
I'm kind of nervous.
Well, we need a baseline, right? So I was in the thousands with my phone. But your hands, which are interestingly able to keep themselves cleaner than my phone, 685, which is still a lot of germs. So it's pretty germy, but that's your baseline. Now the question is, and the experiment is, how can we impact it? So Dr. Raj is going to take you with the hand sanitizer. I'm going to wash your hands, right? And we're going to do this little this game. Now, if I can, let me call Jalisa in here. She's in our medical unit. She's going to use that germ counter again. Come on in, right? And as we do this, you're going to measure. Are you ready?
Let's do
I'll
it.
turn the water on. Okay. It's a little cold. I'm sorry. You put the hand sanitizers there. Now I've got to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds for this to work, right? Whereas that hand sanitizer, pretty much as soon as it touches her hands, it's good to go, right?
Yeah, well, we still want to get it in and really coat all the surfaces.
Can
Yes.
it breed resistant germs?
No, this is actually something people worry about. Has not really been borne out in studies. It's not something you need to worry about in terms of alcohol causing resistant germs. But the alcohol-free sanitizers may, so you do want to avoid those.
All right, so you're done. I'm still going.
Yeah.
So go ahead and, Jalisa, check that a little bit.
All right, let's make sure her hands are a little dry.
Don't be so persnickety. Jalisa, my goodness. Purist.
All righty. Let's do this here.
All right. Now I'm going to dry while you measure. So again, we're competing with 685. How much of a difference did it make to put that hand sanitizer on there? Do your hands feel clean now?
Yeah, it really does.
They feel clean to me. But again, 685 was baseline.
baseline. So her hand after sanitizer ended up being about 435.
Oh.
So it's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here, get my hand. Let's see how I did with the magic touch. I've washed a lot of people's hands in my life. Kids, grandkids, patients sometimes. I know, if it looks clean, let's just look at these hands here.
So competitive, Dr. Oz.
I rubbed the skin right off her hands. And basically the germ abrasion to your palm.
Oh boy.
All right, and again, so we have 685, 200 or so less with the alcohol. The nice thing with the gels, obviously, is you can do them wherever you are. As you get off the subway, you don't have to go find a toilet. All right, the winner is, come on, Jalisa, help me out now.
Drum roll, drum roll. It's actually washing your hands. It was about 70, which is
70?
huge.
Big difference.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
Are you surprised that hand washing is better than using the hand sanitizer?
It's kind of sad because I use hand sanitizer so much. I think it works, well, but.
Well, actually, can I tell you something? I mean, this is just one experiment, but they often are very close. And I think hand sanitizers are a very wise way to go because it's so darn practical. But the key, no matter which method you use, is to do it the right way.
Okay.
And that's where we sometimes trip up. But either one can work for you. So Dr. Raj, come on over here. Let's just show everybody exactly how you can make either of these techniques work better. And I think if you're smart about it, you'll win a lot of battles. So first over here, we've got the unfortunate grimy hands, right? So no matter what you do with hand sanitizers, you've got to also be able to use it in conjunction with hand washing because hand sanitizer is not getting the mud off your hands, which is what this becomes.
Exactly. You want to get those particles off, the dirt and the grime. That's not going to happen with hand sanitizer.
Okay. Next up, the percentage of alcohol should be 60%.
At least 60%. Studies show 60 to 95% alcohol. That's the best level to really kill the germs.
Are most of the hand sanitizers sold that?
They are. They are usually 60 or above.
Good. And finally, you actually got to rub the skin together.
You got to rub it, both hand sanitizer and with soap and water, because that's how you're going to really distribute the germs so that you can destroy them more effectively, get rid of all the other little particle matter that needs to be gotten rid
You're
of.
actually not a fan of over-sanitizing our hands. And I just want you to be honest, because you deal with infections all the time.
Yeah, I think what we're learning more and more is the importance of our microbiome, those healthy bacteria that are in our bodies and even on our skin. So the more we're depleting those on a daily basis, it's really not that great a thing, especially for children who are building up their immunity when they're very young. So you don't want to be over sanitizing or too hygienic. Actually just a little bit of germs could actually go a long way to boost your immunity.
Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything. And remember to check back often to see what's new.